Let's kick this off.
All right.
Let's kick this DVD Extras off. Alrighty, welcome back to DVD Extras.
Nope.
Wrong one. Tell me wrong one. There we go. Wow.
I hit the wrong one twice.
A lot of sounds.
I hit the wrong one twice. Now I'm embarrassed.
That's okay. If you did not watch last week's episode, go ahead and stop this right now and watch that.
Mm-hmm. Because you'll get
Some
kind of
spoilers.
Lost. Kind of lost. Yeah, spoilers for last week's episode.
Spoilers for last week's episode.
Or this week's episode.
Wednesday's episode.
Yeah.
152. We talked about gorillas, and we finally did some research. And I was pretty close. Silverbacks were discovered in the 56, but 1856. So,
yeah, which is still later than it should.
later than you'd expect.
Yeah, later than it
later
should.
than you expect.
Yeah.
Yep. But they did not discover mountain gorillas until 1902. It's
That's true. Yep.
Have you heard that the theory or a similar situation to the silverback thing where they're saying dinosaurs are still alive
Really?
in certain remote places?
I mean, the Komodo lizard, people didn't think that was real until they saw it, and they're like, oh, God, a giant lizard?
What the hell?
Yeah.
A giant lizard that spits acid?
Yeah.
What? A dragon?
A dragon? What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, God, there was another one. In how if you look at a hippopotamus skull, they handed the skull to prehistoric drawing artists to be all right, draw what you think this dinosaur would look like, but it's just a hippopotamus skull, and they bamboozled them. And I'm like, actually, it looks like this. And I'm like,
it's a hippo.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So all the dinosaurs we think what they look like could not be what they look like at all.
There is a few though where we do have skin.
Yeah.
And we get the scales and stuff, so they're not too far off. But I think they miss the hair sometimes. Because some dinosaurs, now we're discovering, had hair.
Yeah, they said raptors probably had feathers.
Scales, and hair. Or feathers, which is interesting. But apparently there's still... So in the remotest parts of the world, in jungles, there's still some dinosaurs hanging out.
I could see that. I could absolutely.
That's not even that crazy.
Especially how alligators and crocodiles are still exactly the same.
Oh yeah, haven't changed.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yep.
But also, it's kind of scary because that one random island, that's not even that far. It's 50 miles off the coast of insert actual populated island where they just absolutely murder anybody who lands on the shore.
Oh yeah, dude, that island's very interesting.
Yeah,
pretty well. I mean, I'm sure there's some.
Well, I mean, there's
shit on that island.
There's a whole reason why they do that because outsiders came in and they did a lot of diddling or something.
They did some not cool stuff.
Very not
they did
cool
some
stuff.
not cool stuff.
So now they just said nah.
Do you think they think we're aliens? Is it that the vibe we think?
I think they think we're the devil.
Yeah.
I think it's more we're the bad people.
The bad,
which I mean, they're not wrong.
Not wrong.
Yeah,
sometimes
not wrong at all.
There's some questionable things that happen that people do to other people.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, most people choose bears. That's all I'm saying. If you don't get that reference, it's probably a little too late for it anyway. So it's fine.
A little too late. A little too past. It's past.
We moved on. The memes have moved on.
The memes have moved on.
But yeah, I mean, we had a whole conversation about gorillas. Right before DVD Extra started.
Yeah.
And old Edgar's you didn't mention Harambe once. There's the obligatory Harambe shout out just for Edgar.
Mention to Harambe.
Oh, man. I don't remember exactly what even happened with Harambe. Harambe. A little kid fell into the thing, right?
Little kid fell into the enclosure. I believe his mom was letting him climb on the rails, and he slipped over and fell in. I think he broke his leg.
Okay. Yeah. And Harambe wasn't even being aggressive, right? I don't remember.
He originally just kind of went by him and was seemingly being protective, but then I think the kid was really freaked out, obviously.
Yeah.
And everyone was screaming and yelling and
freaking him out, agitating him.
It scared him because he grabbed him by the leg and kind of started running.
Yeah.
So but he was in the in the water kind of, so he drug him across the water a little bit. The kid's alive though, right?
I don't know. Hey, Jamie.
Kid's alive,
hey,
right?
Jamie, you want to do some research
Thanks,
for us real quick?
Yeah, the kid's alive, but they immediately, I think while the kid was still in there, didn't they have to?
Yeah. I think they had to
give him the old.
Yeah, the 1-2, and they're he's such a big gorilla, we couldn't even trank him because he would have freaked out more and then passed out. And I'm
probably messed the kid up. Yeah.
See, humans are bad.
I wonder where
Just
that
in
kid is
general.
now.
Yeah,
Probably not doing great.
yeah. Hopefully,
Probably
he killed Harambe. That's all I'm
probably
saying.
fuck him up a little bit. This is one of those scenarios where it's like,
I mean, it's the parents' fault, 100%.
don't let your kid do that. He's like 4 or 2 or 4 or something like that. Maybe 6.
Bad parents.
2, 4, 6.
Also,
8,
like
I don't
zoos
know.
kind of make me sad. I know we kind of talked about it
zoos
a little
make me
bit,
sad,
but
dude.
like there are some zoos that are very bad, and some zoos that are just kind of more so doing like research and
there's
conservation.
There is rescues and,
and like more
and
conservation stuff.
But even
than-
those are tough to go to sometimes.
yeah, like there was like a wolf rescue in Colorado, in like somewhere near the mountains, which was fine. Like the wolf rescue, because wolves were at the time illegal in Colorado.
Yeah.
So if you found a wolf in Colorado,
You had to kill
you
it.
had to kill it. So
Yeah.
they kind of captured and relocated them. But they also had like tigers and lions. I'm just like, where the fuck did you get these, dude? They're not roaming around like the woods in
Did you
Colorado.
find those?
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But that's it. Like, wolves are fairly elusive.
Yeah.
Like, and they need a big space to roam. Where, like, you know, a lot of tigers and lions, they'll put them in kind of smaller enclosures at zoos and stuff. But for wolves, usually it's a big ass space. Probably didn't even see them.
Yeah.
You probably went to this thing, paid money to be there, didn't even get to see them.
Well, so they had like a whole like cage, like pen area for wolves that are about to get relocated.
Oh,
So they like, so they like grab them and then kind of put them in like this. I would say small, but it was still like a decent sized cage.
Yeah.
And then they were just kind of walking around like pissed off because they're in a cage.
Pretty mad.
But yeah, they had to capture them, put them here, and then wait relocation kind of thing. So we did see a lot of wolves. But,
Okay, that's
yeah.
good. Oh, there
And there was like, you know, the old ones that are all blind and stuff.
Yeah,
That
he's
they're like, yeah, we just keep them here because, you know, this is
Jerry's on his way out.
Yeah.
He's old for a wolf. I don't even know how old wolves get.
I don't
Probably
know.
like 20,
Yeah, I don't know.
15.
I'm going to guess 35.
That's great. Look that up right now. I bet it's like 15. I bet it's a shorter lifespan than the average house
But I'm
dog.
assuming it's longer than dogs because
I don't think so,
Because the
man.
wolves are the OG, you know?
Yeah, but they live a rougher lifestyle.
Yeah. Cleaner.
Yeah. Whole Foods.
Wolves typically live 6 to 8 years, but some can live up to 13. In captivity, they can live up to 20.
Okay.
So 8 to 13
I was on the higher end of
wild,
this spectrum.
and then 20 captivity.
Yeah, that makes sense. And they're big, though. Big dogs don't live that long, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's
Whoops,
pretty
keep
much
going.
about a big dog lifespan.
7 or 8 years, yeah. Stuff like, you know, like Great Danes and
Like Rottweilers,
Saint Bernards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dobermans.
Yeah.
Not just listing big dogs.
Big dogs.
Yeah. I have a big dog, but he's like not supposed to be.
Yeah. He's supposed to be smaller than
He's
he
supposed
is.
to be
Yeah,
smaller
but
than
he's
he is.
long.
So I don't know what's
He's
in,
long and he's tall.
What's in him? Yeah.
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 He's like a husky Samoyed, and they're like bigger medium dogs. Would you say?
Yeah. Huskies can get big, so he must have came from a big.
Yeah,
the
big
husky
boy
must be
husky.
that.
Yeah.
But like Samoyeds are
Typically small and fluffy,
pretty
or medium and fluffy.
medium. Yeah, medium and fluffy.
Yeah,
but
but-
he's got the head of one.
Yeah.
But then his body's just long and tall.
So he might have something else mixed in there, but
Maybe.
I'm not going to pay for a DNA test. 'cause
Yeah,
it's,
screw that,
yeah.
dude.
It's going to come back with 15 different things because you know.
It'll be a wild mix.
Yeah, because even like when my family did a DNA test, it's like, oh, you're like Native American and Mexican, or Native American and Spanish. I'm like, so you mean Mexican? Like, that's literally what it is. It's just Native American and Spanish. It's like, oh, look, we're Spanish. God, who was it? I think one of my nieces was like, oh, look, we're Spanish. I'm like, bro, Native American and Spanish is just Mexican. I'm sorry. What do you think the conquistadors did? They didn't come over and just say, hey, we live here now. Nah. Should probably look into the history of that a little bit.
Public school system, am I right?
Yeah.
What
that's
can you
all right.
do? What can you do?
Yeah, not much.
Yikes.
Yeah.
What
I'm
else?
surprised like people made it out of public school because sometimes it's just so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
And like I feel like I learned a lot more
They just push you out.
in public school than like kids now. But they also like learn calculus in like 8th grade too now. So it's like
yeah.
oh, you're teaching them all the stuff they don't really want to use. Needs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not really teaching them how to
Live.
have a conversation with an adult.
Yeah. That's definitely not, dude. Because I coached softball for a little while.
Be a little normal.
Trying to talk to teenagers is such a
Tough,
difficult task, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm trying. Like, they hate me. I don't really like them. So cool. Let's go.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
We'll just never speak ever.
Perfect. Yeah. Don't listen to anything that I'm trying to help you with. Thanks.
Yeah, it's fine.
Thanks.
It's fine.
I'm
Now
just
we're
wasting-
going back to
I'm just
grinding
wasting
my
time,
gears.
wasting your time. Perfect. Thanks. Love that. Yeah, we are.
We're just touching on all kinds of stuff from the episode. You
All
know,
the
like
topics from the episode.
kind of what we're supposed to do, like in the inception
During
of
the
DVD,
episode?
yeah, in DVD extras.
Oh, yeah. That's the inception of it? I thought it was
Yeah.
supposed to be random.
Yeah, just kind of talking about like extra bits and stuff like that didn't fit in the 7 minutes.
That had to get cut.
Yeah.
Now we just go over the 7 minutes by 7 more minutes
Yep.
in the actual podcast. And
then DVD
still
extras.
talk about it in DVD extras. Hell yeah. dude.
Oh, like how we just talked about Helldivers for like 40 minutes on DVD extras.
Sorry
yeah.
about that, everybody.
Yeah, sorry guys.
But God, I could go for another energy drink. Speaking of the podcast,
Yeah,
get those my 365 energy drinks in a year, dude.
let's do it.
Just a bit excessive.
Yeah,
Apparently.
just a bit.
God damn it, that's an upsetting fact. 50 energy drinks in a year.
I need to
Excessive.
see the sourcing on that because the whole
Yeah, I
sourcing
think
on the
so.
rest of their website was very propagandist.
Yeah,
But that was still wild information.
and there's a lot of people who hate energy drinks.
Yeah. And like
So-
don't even hate it for like the taste, but like hate it because it's so like you're filling your body with chemicals.
Yeah. I know a kid. I got a really great story about energy drinks. This was in high school, my senior year. We had a brand new teacher, so fresh out of college. What's that, 24?
Yeah.
Something like that. And we're sitting in class, and real weird guy, real weird freaking kid.
Okay, I was like the
And-
teacher or the kid?
The kid, yeah. And he's sitting also in the front row. So we're sitting in like this L shaped. So like desks, teacher, teacher's desk. So like she's over here and she's talking. He comes in. So before class starts, he comes in. He pulls out one of the big monsters with the screw tops.
BFCs.
The big screw top
Yeah,
monsters.
they're called BFCs because it's a big fucking can.
Yeah. And I mean, how many?
So much.
How many? That's like
a quart,
300 milligrams,
dude. Easy.
probably per.
Yeah, it's like a quart
Plus?
Just a quart of liquid in general is a
Yeah,
lot.
3 to like 4 to maybe even 500 milligrams per one of those cans. Cracks that. Starts
I'm actually
drinking
gonna
it.
look that up right now.
Drink,
Anyway,
yeah, look it up. It was just a regular green monster. Rips one of those. He is done with that within 5 minutes. Immediately pulls. It was comical. I was fucking crying. Pulls a second one, same thing, out. And now the teacher's in the middle of like doing a lecture and like talking to us. And it's so loud when it pops and opens another one.
Like another
Another
big one.
big one. Another big one. And the teacher stops. She's pretty young. She's as dumbfounded as everyone else. And she goes, "Are you okay?" And his response, "I haven't had my cigarette yet this morning. So I need all these monsters."
Oh
like,
man.
shut up. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, so the BFC was 32 ounces.
Nice.
16-ounce can contains, on the low end, 160.
Yeah.
So that's 320 if you 160 times
I
2.
and I think the regular green can Monster has more.
Yeah.
So, definitely over 300 milligrams caffeine.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
And he ripped those. So he drank 2 of them within the first half hour of the class. And then we left. Well, sorry, he pulled a third one out. And she said, "Absolutely not. I don't want you to have a heart attack in my classroom, so you're not going to drink that."
Yeah.
But then immediately, once class was over, went outside, cracked it the second he walked out of the class. Also, that's
wild.
like $25 worth of Monster.
Yeah.
What?
That's
Get
okay.
a snack.
half a gallon is 64 ounces. That dude drank half a gallon. Drinking half a gallon of liquid, let alone
Oh,
Monster, in like 40 minutes.
Didn't even ask to go to the bathroom either. Just
Oh, you know that
Pounded it,
dude's
dude.
piss is just dark and brown, dude.
Thick.
Dude, yeah.
Hurts when he pees.
Oh,
But yeah, so that was the reason
was
I did not
insane.
drink energy drinks for the longest time, because I was like, that's the kind of guy who drinks energy drinks. And it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And when the teacher stopped dead in her tracks and just looked at him
are you okay?
and was like, are you okay? And then one time we had like a little,
gosh.
this was like towards the end of the school year. We're seniors. We don't give a shit anymore. We went outside for, I think she literally was like, I think we could all use some fresh air. We just went outside for a walk around the building, and this guy asks her if he can smoke a cigarette on the walk. Same kid. She's like, absolutely not. Don't ask me that.
Yeah.
Don't ever ask me that again. Of
Yeah.
course you cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think you're 18 yet, so absolutely not. And that's when it was legal
Yeah.
at 18. But still, absolutely not. You cannot smoke a cigarette right now. Don't ask me again.
Well, I think that's a good place.
What a time, dude.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
God, I love high schoolers.
Oh man, that
They're
is
so
wild.
cool.
Yeah, good thing I didn't have to deal with any of those. I have some stories to tell you, but I have to tell you off mic because they're
That's fair. That's
yeah.
fair.
But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us on this
Wow.
DVD extras for 152 on this wonderful, hopefully wonderful Friday. It's actually a wonderful Thursday right now, but
Beautiful today.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But anyway, check us out next week. If you haven't seen last week's episode, definitely need to check that out. And as always, my name is Chris, and this is Jory.
I accidentally did finger guns.
Oh, I
So did you.
literally just did
This
it.
is Jory. This is Chris. We're not going to do finger guns.
I'm gonna make the noise though. Pew, 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 pew.
All right, you can make the noise.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for tuning in and staying tuned.
Dialed in.
Nailed it.